Alright guys, so I am back with a brand new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video, as you can see here, and this is actually a very special video. This is actually my last video on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. By the title, you guys know this is my final stats in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Wow, I said that a lot. But that's alright, guys. This is going to be a longer video. I've been working on this video. If you think about it, I've been working on this video for a year now because everything I've been doing in this game is to get pretty good stats. So if you think about me trying to get good stats and, you know, my final stats video, I've been working on this for like a year now, which is kind of crazy. But like I said, it's going to be a longer video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so if you come over here to records and, you know, where you'd view your combat record, as you guys can see, it does say combat record. This is just a overview of, like, the most important things to a player. His kills, his KD ratio, his wins, and his win-loss ratio. I have 53,082 kills, which, you know, really is not much. Most of you guys are probably thinking, wow, FaZe Sprat has, like, over 100,000 kills with his Locust, and you only have 50,000 kills in the game. Yeah, but, I mean, I'm not FaZe Sprat. I'm not sitting down putting, like, 100+ days in the game, so really you guys shouldn't expect that from me. Maybe in World War II I plan to play that game a lot more than I did play this one, but 53,000 kills I am still pretty happy with, which brings my KD ratio to a 1.141, which, I mean, I'm honestly pretty happy with, considering just 7 short months ago, I was at a .58 KD, like, not caring about my stats, and I started doing YouTube, wanted to have good stats, wanted to bring you guys good gameplays, and I really started, you know, sweating in pubs, you know, trying to drop DATs, trying to drop high kill streaks, just trying to do the best I could. I have 1,446 wins, which leaves my win-loss ratio at a .847. I really don't care about my win-loss ratio or how many wins I have. I back out the games if I get pissed. I'm going to try and not do that on World War II, but like in this game, somebody pushes me, you know, with, well, the Model 2187's dual wield. If somebody kills me with those, I'm going to flip. And if it happens multiple times, I'm going to back out. Same thing with pretty much all the shotguns. So let's look into this a bit closer. As you guys can see, my best weapon is the KBAR 32, coming in at a whopping 10,165 kills. I have a 1.26 KD ratio with it. I have 875 headshots. And the accuracy, I really don't understand how the accuracy works or anything, so I'm not going to go over that. My second deadliest weapon is the MV4, coming in at 5,437 kills, a 1.11 KD ratio, 418 headshots, which I am pretty happy with. I mean, these stats aren't crazy because, like I said at the beginning of the game, I really didn't care about my stats. I didn't care about anything, so I just kind of run around and just kind of play for fun, be on my phone half the time, you know, be watching some TV while I'm playing, and just, if I went negative, I went negative. So that really affected my stats in the long run and my stats for, you know, all the weapons. Coming in at third place, I have the Type 2 with 3,554 kills, a 1.26 KD ratio, 374 headshots, and a .23 accuracy. Like I said, I don't know what the accuracy is. Then I have the Wreck, the ERAD, the Karma 45, which is like the only weapon other than snipers and secondaries that I have a negative KD with, which is kind of shocking, considering I started using the Karma a fair amount recently, but my stats with the Karma went from recently, like a month ago, it went from like a .40 something to a .93, so I'm fine with that, honestly. But my KBAR is just the most disgusting stats I have. It's double, you know, anything else below it. Like, if you doubled MV4, that's like how many kills I have with the KBAR, which is kind of crazy. So, I mean, if you guys just want to look at the stats for everything, I pretty much didn't use many other weapons. I mean, I used them a fair amount. I'd get like 1,000 kills with things, but I didn't use anything too much. The one stat I'm pretty happy with is, where is it? I may have passed already, but my combat knife, I have like a pretty good KD. I'll actually just run by and see if I can see it. Yeah, there it is. I have a 1.47 with it, which I'm actually pretty happy with, and I have almost 300 kills, so that's good. For best rigs, I have the Synaptic. You guys can look at the stats. I'm not going to go over them too much. I have 21,000 kills using this. And then, as you guys can see, my Rewind uses, Equalizer uses, and all that. My second one is Warfighter with 15,000 kills using it. Once again, you guys can look at my stats if you want. Then Merc, 10,000, Phantom, 2,600, FTL, 735, and then Striker, 0 kills, 0 deaths, KD ratio of 0.0. I didn't use this thing at all because everything about it is just so bad. You guys probably heard me talk about it in my Infinite Warfare rant. Like the micro turret, if you use that, like it's so scummy, dude. The gravity vortex gun, like, if you use that, you're automatically a piece of shit. I'm sorry, guys, but, like, I just hate that thing with a passion. Then the other that it uses, like, no, I'm not going to use that. It's terrible. I didn't really use equipment, like lethals and tacticals too much, but if you guys do want to take a look at that, here it is. Some of the things I didn't use at all, but it is on screen now if you guys do want to look at that. The same thing with tacticals, like I said. Some things I didn't use, but if you guys want to see what I used most. Smoke grenade, just because I used it in search a fair amount. Well, no, I didn't play too much search. When I did, I was most likely running smoke grenades. As you guys can see, for lethal score streaks, I pretty much used the Warden, and that was it. So you guys can look at it there. Vulture coming in at the number 2 place in Scorchers, but all of these I didn't really use. Like the Apex I never actually tried out. I kind of wish I did. Some of these things you guys can see I pretty much didn't use at all. And some of these were just things I took out of, what's it called? Care packages, like other people's care packages. I take them and then just use their equipment. Like the RC8, I didn't run that because I didn't find it to be that great. I took it out of a care package and, you know, whatever. But the Warden was the thing I got and got most kills with. And then my, you know, most used, I guess you'd call it, for tactical, well, it's not tactical, just support streaks, excuse me, would be the UAV coming in at 1,868. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Uses, and the advanced UAV, obviously I use that a fair amount. The counter UAV, drone package, I really didn't use this stuff too much. Then, I mean, you guys can see how much time I put into all of these. TDM's the only impressive one. I put 10 days, 4 hours, and 53 minutes into TDM, but nobody really cares too much about that. I do have, however, I have 12 days, 20 hours, 50 minutes, and 26 seconds in this game, which is kind of crazy. If you guys want to see what that is compared to all my friends, it's pretty much Icy. He's a fiend, dude. He just completely, like, sweated on this game, and as you guys can see, he had 25 days in here, which is kind of crazy. Then Defective, he's one of my good friends. He actually lives in, I want to say, New York, but I'm not positive. Sorry if you're watching this, Defective. Sorry, I don't know where you live, but you don't live by me, so that's okay. Then there's me, JJ Kings Gaming, 12 days, 20 hours, 50 minutes, like I said. And everybody after that really didn't play too much. Shout out my guy. But yeah, everybody else really didn't play too much. Some people, like this, who is this? The Punisher only put an hour in this game, Will. Shout out, Will. If you guys want to look here for wins, my win-loss ratio is garbage. You guys know that. Yeah, just all my friends were either way worse than me or way better. 2 people were way better than me in pretty much everything, but other than that, I was pretty good. Anything else? Let's look at medals, because my medals are pretty impressive. Most impressive medals, as you guys can see, these are just ones I have a ton of. Bloodthirsties, I have 2017, like the year. Victors, honorables, yeah, merciless. That's just everything. That's kind of impressive. First blood, I have 601 headshots, 4,448. Jeez. I did never get a kill chain. I really wish I did. Kill chains are pretty hard to get. I mean, the only time I really see people get them a lot is if they're like a sniper. And I don't play like super aggressive to where I'm getting kill chains, especially since I pretty much only play TDM, as you guys saw. Getting a kill chain in TDM is very hard because there's 6 people on each team, so you're gonna have to, you know, kill their whole team, then go into their spawn. So that's pretty hard. I did get 1 ultra kill, which is killing 8 enemies. I didn't get anything else really crazy. Backfire, killing an enemy with their own weapon. I did that 279 times. Boonk I never got because I don't use equipment because, I don't know, I just would rather get rid of a piece of equipment and use it to have an extra attachment or sight or something like that. Like I said, 2017 Bloodthirsties, 200 Merciless, which is killing 10 enemies without dying. killing 15 enemies without dying. I did that 31 times. Relentless killed 20 enemies without dying. I did that 9 times. Brutals killing 25 enemies without dying. I did that 3 times. A Juggernaut killed 30 enemies without dying. I did that once. And Unstoppable killing 31 plus enemies without dying. I did that 10 times, which is pretty impressive, but everything else is just kind of average, you know. Everything else I don't find to be anything crazy. I am Prestige 12, as you guys, most of you probably know. Let's look at some of the variants I got throughout my year of Infinite Warfare. I did get Diamond on Assault Rifles, which I was very happy about. It's the first game, well, actually the second game I got Diamond on anything. I had Diamond Snipers and Black Ops 3, and then I actually had Regal, which is the equivalent to Diamond, and MWR and Snipers. But on this game, since I started pub stomping a lot, I'm like, hey, let's go for Diamond, knock that out pretty much like a month after I started going for it. Plan on doing the same thing with World War II. So of course I got gold on all my ARs. I only have gold on a few SMGs. If you guys want to take a look at variants, I have all these variants. 2 epics for the MV4, an epic for the Wreck, an epic for the K-Bar, no epics for the Type 2, 3 epics for the Volk, nothing for the RVN, nothing for the XE, 1 for the G-Rail, epic ERAD, epic FHR, 2 epic Karmas, and 2 epic RPR Evos, 1 epic HVR, nothing, and nothing. I actually have no variants for this, but this was a newer weapon, kind of when IW for me started slowing down at least. An epic Raw, an epic Mauler, nothing for the Titan, nothing for the Auger, nothing for the Atlas. An epic KBS Longbow, 3 epic EBRs, an epic Widowmaker, nothing for DMR, nothing for Trek 50, and the epic Proteus. An epic Reaver, an epic Banshee, nothing for the DCM8, nothing for the Rack 9, nothing for the Model 2187s, and these are just all the classic weapons, which of course I have them all unlocked on Prestige 13. These were so hyped when the game first came out, but they the only one I still use is the OSA, but the weapon that is my favorite in the game is the K-Bar 32 Invective. The K-Bar is just the one weapon that held down Infinite Warfare throughout the year. It was always that one gun that was super OP, super good, super fun to use. If you guys want to look at all my class selections, they will be going by on screen now. If you guys want to try them out, the Auger is the only one I don't use a lot. I started using a few nuke variants here towards the end of the game's life cycle when I found going for nukes fun. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video for my final stats on the game. So make sure you do leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. I'm going to be bringing you guys tons of World War II content. So please subscribe and hit that bell. And it's been your boy Jaden, or JJ, and I'm out. Later.